So she in her elder years.
One
Okay.
second, before you start.
You can come in, we're gonna talk about this
Yeah,
painting
this
here.
is- she gonna tell
So this is a painting that Mrs. McKenna purchased, about 15 years ago. So when she got it, she thought that it would tell the story of a free man of color. So we get scouts that come here all the time that are looking to get information about free people of color. And so we welcome them to come because they're trying to do a film. So as we would tell it, that Mrs. McKenna came here every day for 5 days, that an elderly white man, he wasn't so elderly, but an old white man that she did not know was coming here, looked very scraggly, and just kept playing this and standing in this corner. So after 5 days, one of Mrs. McKenna's best friends is Kathy Hughes, and of course,
What is Radio 1?
yeah, Radio 1, and of course our Danny Bakewell. So they call and say, please let them come back. So the person comes back, the white man comes back and brings Jamie Foxx and Kerry Washington. So who do you think the white man is? And this is what he did the movie on. So his movie is about a free man of color, black.
Right, who went with
Django.
the white man, Django.
The Django.
So they did Django.
Wow.
So he kept playing this over and over again. So while they played it, then that was the plot of his film. They won an Oscar. They gave us nothing. They called and asked if they could have, if Mrs. McKenna would donate this picture. And my point was, why wouldn't Jamie Foxx record the poem,
Right.
you know, for this picture? So we are a museum first and a venue second. So I have people that come here to get married. And I tell all of our black people, men, that this is what they should be saying to as their vows. So we had one marriage where this man did this. He was actually from Michigan. He was an attorney. And while he and his wife were out on the courtyard getting married, she started her vows with an ugly cry. And she kept crying. And then he started with,
I'll take care of you a little bit. I'll beat down the master man and be ready and on watch for his brother. Then I finish off the overseer and his family too. We take the back ways and I take you to freedom. I take care of you. Ain't no man better than a man that loves his woman. I ain't got nothing to lose if I can't live with you. If we can't make babies you and I own, then I might as well be dead. You know, I ain't never been a scared man. You know, Master knows how far it has to go with me. He ain't never gave me much strife like he do to others. Tom, Boy, Jack, and all of them. And they'll tell you about the time I stood my ground with Master, and I didn't back down. Don't be worried about somebody gonna whip you for being with me, because I'm gonna take care of you. Girl, I beat the devil down in hell and do his wife in too. They get in my way when I'm trying to see about you. You my woman, and that is that. I ain't waiting for no man to tell me who to love, who to marry, what children I can keep. We go by night, but don't get me wrong. I walk straight ways out that there front out there. I ain't never took to being on no ways. And a man can't own you unless you let him.
Let him.
So get ready. We're going to find freedom. And don't you worry. I take care of you.
so the best part about it was this, that you know, the groom speaks this. Nobody even knew that was the poem in here, and it was the best thing he could do. But this is what gave Quentin Tarantino the plot of Django. He knew he was going to do a story on a black man, but didn't know how he was going to do it. So if you remember this, rewatch Django. When Jamie Foxx is coming down the steps and shooting, when he says "say bye" to Mamie or whatever the maids were, or the owner, that's what they did. So he used all this and then used it. So when she's talking about them taking our intellectual rights and our art, that's what they're doing, and we get nothing for it.
They came in his house too.
In the house, they stay. I mean, it took 5 days in a row, 6 days to do this, and we let the people in because we think they're here to learn, but we're glad to tell them the truth. And our message to everyone like you in here is that we need for you to continue to tell the truth. If we just taught you these truths that they've never, because if you guys know, did you know in 1864 those men paid $15 million in taxes in 1864? That's Elon Musk money today. So we had that much agency back then. So you know, too many of us don't know that.
Thank you so
I
much.
need your contact too.
Yeah,
So I can-
I-
Thank you.